Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Minecraft Desync Farming Edition. When we last left off, so we're continuing our ever-growing command. I think I was trying to tell stories, but right now, get the wheat, the seeds, and all the good stuff. So, I started skimming my my screenshots folder again, and noticed a bunch of other things inside there. One of which was apparently I did find a hacked client for Tekkit, though I don't remember much about it or the server I was playing on. But it was something called Oil Derrick. Which, fitting name, I suppose. Get as many as this we can and go. Gotta get that wheat. So with that being said, I guess another tale I could go off of was there was a Minecraft mod pack, and it was a very glitchy pack. It was one that actually made me very excited at the time, and it wasn't even a good pack. So, anyone who has interacted with me for a long enough time understands that I love the Aether. I do. I love it a lot. Way more than I should. And there was this pack that, at the time, I don't recall there ever being a 1.25 version of just Aether 1. So, there was this server that managed to make a massive mod pack with multiplayer Aether, and it was glitchy, but it was fun, and I was very happy. It was one of those kind of wow, and I couldn't get any of my friends to play. It's like at the time because again we're like now what 12, 13, something like that. Aether isn't cool anymore, guys. Aether isn't cool. Floating islands aren't cool. And God forbid I like floating islands and want to continue to playing on them. Now this also is like the time where I also seem to have picked up the strange habit in the Aether of not pulverizing the landscape. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just instinctively treat the Aether like a nature preserve almost. Like, yeah, I'm there and I'm harvesting resources, but I'm not absolutely obliterating the natural landscape. But there was like a functioning, like a crudely functioning, voice chat system. You had to like party join or something. I think there was also like a Middle Earth realm as well, if I recall. So it was like some Middle Earth stuff. It was a very interesting little pack, and I wish I knew what it was called. I only barely remember it. but it is something of interest, I guess. Another common theme that I seem to have found in my screenshots folder is my strange habit of taking pictures of glitchy Minecraft physics. I don't know. I can't tell you how many different times I took an image of a very glitchy squid. So, what I mean by glitchy squid is multiplayer is, of course, buggy as hell up until really 1.6. So, whenever like you set would desynchronized from the server, entities wouldn't stop moving. So what would end up happening is when you found a squid and you were starting to desync with the server, the squid would just start flying off into the sunset, which led to hilarious sights of squids flying through the sky. So I have apparently have a lot of screenshots of squids flying. You know, because, you know, what else are squids supposed to do? They're not water creatures. They gotta be free. Gotta be free, my boy. Free. Fly, my squids. Yeah, but that's another common thing. Another common thing I happen to notice in my screenshots is I just took pictures of more glitchy terrain as well. Not like true glitchy terrain, but like either chunk errors for servers, so it'll be like, and then I go tunnel for the diamonds of the errors or something afterward. Or another common thing is I usually find like floating trees, floating snow, floating blocks of ice. They are so magical. And like flowers. So they're like just really weird terrain. Also saw the fact that I was using the My Little Pony mod. I don't think it's actually still updated anymore. Maybe someone else picked it up. I don't know. I don't keep up on it because I don't use pony skins. I have my own skin. I'm a cat boy. Oh, full again. And as we are going to fill, we're going to break and fill. I guess at the time I was just kind of fascinated with glitchy physics, glitchy terrain, all that sort of stuff that make the world go round. Because, you know, multiplayer buggy, and, you know, I thought that was hilarious to me, I guess. Wood, ladder. I guess we don't need to carry that hoe either. Alright, looks good. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, again. Stop breaking the precious, precious seeds like that, you fool. You still need those. And it's getting dark. Move your ass, it's getting dark. Maybe back and forth actually gets dark, right, Kirito? I like the Abridged series. It's actually been so long since I've seen the original show that I only remember the Abridged. Maybe I should actually go do that and rewatch the Abridged just to refresh my memory on what the actual show was instead of this slightly deranged but hilarious lunatic. Going around the SAO. Yeah, SAO I would say is the first anime that really got me into anime. Now I will say that that the first season, or like the first half of the first season, I loved to a plum. However, because it devolved away from the arc kind of style that I was like, oh, you're trapped in a game. Okay, cool. How are they gonna get out? Well, apparently very quickly. Like, I get SAO. I get you want to write other things, but I feel like if you treated everything in SAO, and Alfheim even, in theory, because Kyle was still technically in the game, could have, like, begun to include weapons and all these extra systems that he did in all these other games instead of keeping it capped in. But I suppose half the story wouldn't work if that were the case. You have to rewrite a lot of it works. I'll do that. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just kind of interesting to point out is more what I'm getting at. Should make more door entrances. That's what I'm seeing. I need to get more entrances into this place. Drop off all this wheat. Getting a lot of seeds. That's good, good. We are still not even close to filling this all, but we're slowly getting there. Not sure how that'll work, but you know, there's somebody probably out there who's like gone through like a truly thought out like what a full rewrite of SAO would be the original premise. It's a popular show. It just evolved into something I didn't want. And then I found Log Horizon later on, like 5 years later. And I desperately want to like it, but I just can't. And that's just because I hate Team Beast way too much. All the small children. Horizon. I'm sorry, but you've played this. Supposedly, like they've all played this for like 4 years something, and they're just now understanding the idea of team comp or anything really. It's just like, so like, I can do my best with the power of teamwork. You haven't figured that out the first year of playing this an MMO with party systems? Haven't figured that out? I don't know, they just drove me mad for just being dumb. Like, I was only ever I only like Team A, but Team B just drove me nuts. Maybe they got better, because I stopped like halfway through season 2, and maybe they got better, but I wouldn't know. I just got frustrated. Kind of like Shield Hero. I liked Shield Hero's first season, but they kind of forgot what the whole like hook was. Like, they kind of resolved the whole I am a deadbeat. Not even deadbeat, but just I am an outcast because of slander. They kind of gave up on that whole thing in the first season. And I kept going with it because, like, you know, I kind of liked it. They had other arcs going on. I was very interested in the dark spells or corrupted spells or cursed spells or whatever they want to call them. The cursed ability. And with that, and eventually, like, so I actually bought all the light novels. I bought all the light novels up in like 2017. So I already like kind of knew what was happening for a while, and I tried, but it's like they're hardly even retreading the same ground anymore. They're just kind of, they're not even retreading the same ground, but like the whole feeling is different now. Like, they're not focusing on the slander aspect, which is disappointing. But so they could have dragged that out longer, considering it's a just one of those. I don't know how to explain it. I felt like they could have done more slanderous aspects instead of literally having the royal queen of the country literally intervening and just saying, "Yeah, no, you've been slandered. Oh well, we're gonna fix that immediately. There'll be no consequences to any involved except for King. What's the next?" I really liked Hellsing. Hellsing was a good show. That was good. You can guess who I like. The Major. Because he brought philosophical dissing into style, and I really appreciated that. Now you're getting water. Gotta make sure I was getting water. Alucard's funny though. Alucard's pretty cool. I like the seriousness that it kind of shows it as. this almost deadpan seriousness that it kind of gives off. And I appreciate that. Like, it treats the setting with, like, the respect it needs for you to be like, oh, that's funny. It says, like, oh my god, how do you deal with this? Plant faster. Should have a good amount of seeds now. Still won't be enough, but it should be enough for another few sections to grow. I think it's quite obvious that I do like Attack on Titan. That's a hell of a ride. Aaron did nothing wrong. This within and out of universe. The dude had a set of rules that he had to obey in his universe. Not a set of rules, but based on the laws dictated upon his realm, the options he had available to him were limited in scope. Especially when it's like, I declare a war of genocide against you. And then you are with the surprise Pikachu face when you decide, well, if that's the only option is to fight and live or fight and die. The choice is kind of very quickly obvious on what you probably should pick. But, in any case, I hope all of you have enjoyed listening to me ramble about anime for the last little bit. And we will see you all in the next episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition. Where did you spawn? Where? 'Cause I didn't walk this path. Something walked. Where? Over there. Oh, this is why I'm afraid of the grass. Because this is a problem. Alright, to hell with it. I'm just walking. Okay. I think I got all of the dirt. I do not. There's still more. You're getting moisture, so I don't know why you're either getting rid of it or something spawned in. This is what I'm afraid of. Well, in any case, I hope you all have enjoyed watching. We will see you all in the next episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition. Bye-bye!